Got a problem with marketing or advertising? Think selling is evil? Well, watch this for a little pattern interrupt. Hey guys, Uriel came here from Healthpreneur, helping you turn your health or fitness expertise into a thriving online business so you can create more impact, more income, and more freedom. Now, today I've got the nifty whiteboard out because I want to walk you through a little pattern interrupt, a little paradigm reset when it comes to marketing, advertising, and selling. So, why do we have this thing with being sold to, right? I don't know what it is. We love buying, but we don't like being sold to. And when we have that perception of not enjoying being sold to, then guess what happens? We're very reluctant to sell our stuff to other people. And if you've ever thought about this, or maybe kind of another way to think about it, is if you've ever gone to a live event where they've been pitching something from stage, watch what happens to the audience. Do people stand up and leave the room? Well, why? That's an amazing opportunity to learn how some of the best are able to offer their services or products, their sales pitch. It's a beautiful learning opportunity, but some people feel so uncomfortable being sold to that they're willing to leave the room and miss that learning opportunity. So I want to challenge you here. When you look at a commercial, when you watch a commercial on TV or you see an ad on the internet, what is the first thing? Oh, I hate this. Oh, I can't stand these. Because if that's the case, the likelihood of you putting stuff out like that into the world is going to be slim to none. And that's not to say that you have to become a sleazy salesperson, but if you have an issue with people trying to sell you stuff, you're going to have an issue trying to sell your stuff to other people. With that said, the selling of stuff becomes a lot easier when you reframe it, okay? Now, selling, a lot of people think of selling as the transaction, the moment where you say, okay, just give me your credit card. Marketing is really what gets us to that transaction. And marketing is so amazing. I love marketing. I mean, really what I do, 90% of my days are spent marketing. Now, you may not think about this, or have realized this video is marketing. Every single one of the videos on my YouTube channel, the fitness ones, the nutrition ones, the health ones, the healthpreneur ones, 900 plus videos, they're all marketing. And the reason I say that is this. You have somebody who is here and they're not too happy. They have a problem. Maybe they want to lose weight, okay? And they're at the edge of a cliff. They don't know what to do. Hopefully they're not going to jump, right? And we have the solution over here to make them happy, to help them lose weight, eat better, to whatever it might be. Our goal as the entrepreneur is to solve problems at a profit. If you're not profitable, then you're not in business, okay? So marketing is essentially the bridge that we build to help people go from where they are to where they want to be. And for me, marketing is education. So when I shoot 900 videos on YouTube, or when we publish a daily blog post on my blog, that is education. That is marketing. Because what you're doing is you're taking somebody's hand and you're holding their hand, walking them from a place they are closer to where they want to be. And the more you educate and give people solutions to their problems, the more they're willing to walk with you across that bridge to the promised land. So by the time you get to the point where you say, listen, I hope you've enjoyed this. I actually have this program that might be really suitable for you. They're much more likely to say yes versus not even knowing you, seeing a banner ad on Google somewhere and then clicking and buying. Does that make sense? So think about marketing as education. Whenever you're talking, whenever you're communicating, whenever you're sharing your opinions, your expertise, people are consuming that, and at a subconscious level, they're either drinking the Kool-Aid, like, yes, go, I believe in this, give me more of it, or this person's crazy, I want out. So our goal, the fact that you're watching this, you are drinking my Kool-Aid whether you know it or not. You're like, yeah, this dude's pretty good. He's actually pretty good looking as well. It's kind of scary. He's kind of freaking me out. I'm just kidding. But anyways, the more of this you consume, the more I bring you into my sphere of influence. And the more of my videos, the more of my content you consume, the more likely you are over time to possibly do business with me, even if you don't know me right now. And that's the same thing that happens with your audience. the more they consume of you, the more they know, like, and trust you, the more value you provide them through education, this entire marketing journey, the easier it becomes to sell. Now, I think of selling as teaching. So marketing is education, education is marketing, and teaching is selling. Selling is teaching. They're very synonymous here, right? If you teach somebody to the point where they're like, yeah, this actually makes sense, I think I'd like to do this, then that's a pretty powerful place to come from. That's why, it's a reframe, because a lot of people think about selling as high pressure tactics. You go to the car dealership and they're trying to, put all these tactics and maneuvers on you. And that's why we have this kind of weird feeling about money and selling, and it just feels awkward. And we also, as health professionals, here's another thing I've realized. A lot of times we would more rather be liked than actually sell something. Because when you sell something or try to get somebody to say yes, a lot of times they're gonna say no. And if they say no, they're kind of rejecting us. And that rejection hurts us right here. And as somebody who's coming from a heart-centered place of doing good in this world, that is something we want to avoid at all costs, isn't it? But let me tell you this, people do not pay attention until they pay. So if somebody really wants to lose weight, guess what? You can give them all the free advice you want, but until they actually pay you, they're not fully invested. So to them, you are doing a disservice by not asking them for the sale, by not putting your best stuff from a paid perspective in front of them and giving them the opportunity to say yes or no. Because again, if they invest in themselves, they will get the results. And I know you know that. So again, if you have an issue with marketing or advertising or selling, hopefully this little reframe can freshen things up and hopefully steer you in the right direction. So again, this takes time. It just, it's a matter of like working on your beliefs and kind of retweaking the way you approach stuff. But again, I was in the same boat. When I first started as a personal trainer, I hated selling in person because I wasn't thinking like this. And now online, it's such an amazing platform because all I do is teach. And every single time I'm teaching, I am subconsciously selling. That's the beauty of this. So if you've enjoyed this, if it makes sense to you, give this video a thumbs up, share it with another colleague or another entrepreneur who needs to know this. And remember to subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any upcoming Healthpreneur videos. And if you want to take your health or fitness business to the next level, especially online, join us at healthpreneurgroup.com. That's where I'm sharing some of my best tools and resources to help you do just that. So thanks for joining me. Go out there, share your awesomeness, share your wisdom, teach others, and I will see you in the next video.